Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're talking Salt Lake City. For some reason, when I started this one, I really wanted to say, "What's up, my salty peeps?" So, what's up, my salty peeps? Hi, how are you all? So, full disclosure, I loved Salt Lake City actually. This is season 3. I watched all of season 1. I watched most of season 2, but for some reason I kind of dipped out of it. And then I'm back here for season 3. So don't judge me. There's going to be a few gaps that I'm actually going to ask you guys about along the way because I didn't actually see the Lisa Barlow talking crap about Meredith. I'm going to call her face, by the way, because Meredith's changed. I cannot believe how much her face changes in every scene. So I didn't know that Lisa was talking about face behind. I'm sorry to crack myself up. Behind closed doors. This is new to me. So this is fascinating. So, we're going to talk about it, but I'm going to actually need your help on this one. I'm going to have some questions, and you guys always have the best answers. So get ready for it and jump in my comments. All right. Without further ado, let's get in this episode. Oh, before I do, if you have any interest at all, I swear I'm not trying to push this huge annoying ad on you. I'm just letting you know that Audible is doing this thing where if you use this exact code, type in this web address, you get a free month of Audible plus a free book with it, a book credit, so you can get a book with it. You get how that works. Anyway, if you use this code exactly, type it in, then I get a free book, and for that, I will be eternally grateful. You don't even know how much I read. I seriously read, I think it was 135 books last year. So I need more books, guys. Help me out. No, seriously, if this is something you're interested in, just use the link. Again, you don't have to sign up for it. I don't care. As far as cancel before your free trial's over, it's totally fine. You get a book, I get a book. Everybody's happy. All right, let's get on with the show. Okay, revenge marks the spot. So again, I'm kind of coming at this new, right? Having missed out on part of last season and diving back in, there's going to be some gaps for me that I'm going to need you to fill in. But let's talk about the parts that I do know. First of all, this was a hell of an opening to an episode. One of my personal favorites. So we start off with I make millions. Of course, Jen, it's got to be the name, right? Anybody named Jen Shady? Of course, if you're new here, hey, my name's Jen. So I make millions. I do direct response marketing, whatever that is. Well, we know what it is now. And then we have, of course, Meredith and Lisa talking about having each other's backs and wanting what's best for the other one. And, of course, Whitney and Heather and their love for each other. Then we have flash to 2022, Jen screaming, what else is new? Lisa and Meredith are at each other's throats, and apparently so are Whitney and Heather. That one surprised me, because they always seem to get along well. I don't remember, and I wish I did, because I would totally give them credit. I did hear on another podcast that they felt like Whitney was, no, I'm sorry, I always confuse her names, Heather. The Heather was always a fan favorite, but this season she's kind of getting too big for her britches, so we'll see if that's the case and that's what's going on. Heather looks like a ghost in this part, I gotta say. All I could think of is Disney's Haunted Mansion situation going on. Speaking of looks, I'm gonna go ahead and cut in here because there's something that I have to get off my chest. I said that on purpose. Okay, so I have lots to say, obviously, about the looks. Can we talk about this one here? Why is this a thing with all the housewives? Now, I'll talk pros and cons. Heather looks beautiful. I like the white on her. I think her hair looks really nice. I like the glow that they put on her cheeks. She has some stuff going for her. There's 2 things that are bothering me. I don't like the severe middle part on her. I just want to take my hand, run it through the middle of her hair, and just kind of soften that look. I think it's just kind of a hard look. But here's the elephant in the room, if you will, the glaring thing I notice. What is with the shirts? And it's not just Heather. Have you seen it everywhere? I mean, I feel like I'm losing my mind here. But we're coming off of Beverly Hills, and all the women now are wearing this shirt, or some variation of it, and I don't get it. I know it's supposed to be sexy, but all I could think about is I'm sorry, I'm cracking myself up. If I tried to do anything, let alone jumping jacks in this shirt, I would be injured. I would have to go to the hospital immediately. It would be so scary. I would have boob leaking out in between every single pearl. I would have bruises everywhere. It would be bad. As a larger chested lady myself, I can't. I don't understand this shirt. And I don't think it has the effect that these women think it has. I think it makes it look like you have long boobs, and nobody wants long boobs, right? I don't know. Yeah, just not my favorite look, and I keep seeing it pop up, everywhere. But speaking of looks, holy, what the hell is going on? Tell me you're thinking what I'm thinking here. What's going on with this look? We get it. You're young, you're cute, you got great boobs, whatever. What is this look? I don't understand. All I could think of is like Thriller, and I want to do a Thriller dance. No, but seriously, it looks like she's wearing some sort of belt under her tits. Forgot. Wow. Forgot her shirt and just put on a jacket and walked out the door. What's happening with it? Seriously, what are we doing here? You guys, I'm sorry for all the I can't stop laughing. I feel like I'm recording this at night and I feel like I'm like punch drunk or something. All right. So let's get on to this episode. So see now I'm so distracted by the boobs I can't even think straight. Okay. Meredith has a different face again. Jen and Meredith end up meeting up in a hot tub? What is going on? I was actually completely shocked. And that was the whole thing. They pretended so Lisa was going out and they made it seem like maybe she was going to meet Meredith, but no, shocker. It was Jen meeting Meredith, which we never thought would happen. And Lisa goes to meet Heather, which never thought would happen. I thought there was more of a chance of Lisa and Heather hanging out than Meredith and Jen. Can I just say, that's honestly why I quit the show. Just in my general thoughts, Jen, she's a terrible person, right? Okay, allegedly, blah, 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 we're waiting, right? But she pled guilty, so I can say she's a terrible person, right? Those things she did, just awful. And not only that, it's just her personality sucks on the show. It's like she's a terrible person, but she's going to scream the loudest. It's like Erica on Beverly Hills. It makes it hard to watch. So I really struggled with that. And I'll be honest, I'm probably on the wrong side of history here, and that's okay with me. But I can't stand Meredith. I tried every season. I think, oh, maybe I'll try with Meredith. But no, I can't even try with her. And I get now seeing it, what Lisa did was awful. But I hate Lisa, and I don't know why. But we'll talk about that. I'm weird. But I really don't like Meredith. Her voice is like this, and she walks in with a different face all the time, and I don't know what Meredith brings to the table, except for, you know what, Seth? I'm Meredith. I'm Meredith Marks. I'm going to say things like this because I'm Meredith. Do you like my impression? Wow. I promise I haven't been drinking. I just sound like I have. God, where am I? Heather and Lisa meet up. Everyone's wearing those pearl tops. I talked about that. Lisa's uncomfortable. She needs Meredith's help. No, she needs Heather's help with Meredith. She's just not sure where to go. And again, this is where I learned more. I had heard about, because I listen to other podcasts, and I heard about what Lisa said, but to see it was pretty shocking. What happened? That's what I want to know. What was the catalyst for Lisa to go off like that about Meredith behind closed doors? And this is where I really want you to chime in. Am I crazy for liking Lisa? I know she's a mess and she's a lot, and I couldn't be friends with her in real life, but she's kind of funny on the show. And as somebody who personally has a vice of going to Sonic and getting the largest Coke Zero they sell, I kind of get her a little bit. Now, where she loses me when she brags about not exercising, I'm like, you do not get muscle definition without exercising. Come on. What's happening? Or at least that's what I tell myself, because I don't exercise and I don't got that. Okay. God, I'm just talking through the scenes here. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, big scene with Whitney talking about quitting being a Mormon. I was like, good for you. It sounds like she's ready to be done and move on. And I just wrote tits out. So but you know what? Good for her. It seems like it was cathartic for her. So I'm rooting for whatever she decides to do. I didn't know you could just go to quitbeingamormon.com and do it that way. But hey, that's great. She said within 5 days she was done. So good for her. We're back to Seth and Meredith. I talked through the Jen and Sharif things, and here's my question to you. Okay. This is hard for me to say because I really like Sharif. I think he seems like a genuinely nice guy. I have had nothing but nice things to say to him every season about him, to him, when we talk, when we're hanging out. I have nothing but nice things to say about him. But I have to put this out here. I have to. It's my job. If I'm going to hold Erica's feet to the fire, and boy do I, because she clearly had... I know, you got to say allegedly. Allegedly, she clearly had to have some idea, oh, hey, that's a fuck ton of money. Wonder where Tom's getting that from. I'm going to say same to Sharif. Hey, that's a crap ton of money. Where's that coming from? Wouldn't he ask? Is it one of those things where maybe he didn't know exactly what she was doing, but was he burying his head in the sand? She gives these half nonsensical answers. And he's just buying it like, oh, okay, that's what she does. What happens when a teammate or, whatever asks, hey, what does your wife do? Do you give a half answer, I guess, like that? She works for the thing with the analytics and the Google. What? She does what? She sounds like a YouTuber. Okay, sorry. Meredith and Seth. So how many times did Meredith say that Seth has 4,000 employees? Like, I just want to say, does it hurt your back to kiss your own ass like that? I don't know why I said it in Meredith voice, but I did. Seriously, though, how many times is she going to say Seth has 4,000 employees? I get it. She's trying to put down Lisa. She brought up these SEC documents where apparently Lisa was crowdfunding her company, which, hello, can we spend about 10 hours talking about that? How does that work? Jack Henry spirits. Okay. She also throws out allegations that she's never exchanged sex for money. Maybe someone, I think I'm giving her too much energy when I talk. It's more of a sleepy Padma Lakshmi range that she does. I've never exchanged sex for money. Maybe someone else has. So it's Sharif's 51st birthday party, and they kind of allude to this rich friend that Jen knew that's throwing this party for them, so that way she can kind of say, I wouldn't throw this elaborate party. It's not me doing it, but come on. Come on. I literally wrote in my notes, how party, ? How afford? How do? You should see my notes. They're a mess. I talk about boobs and how afford party. My college is very proud of me right now. Let's see. Lisa is nervous about this party. She ends up making very awkward conversation with Seth, which, hello. I said this about Mauricio. We don't need him there. We don't need Seth there. Seth sucks. I don't want any part of Seth. I don't know where we're making him such a big deal. If the same rules apply, I don't want Harry Hamlin on my screen. I don't want Seth on my screen. I'm not here for this. I don't need the men. We're good. We got this. But thank God they got rid of Brooks, by the way. Whew. Is he actually gone? Or is this just like a first episode thing? Brooks will be back. He's designing a tracksuit, that's made out of duct tape and stuff. Whatever. What else? Are they setting it up? I heard that Heather is dating somebody. Is she dating that Glenn guy? I don't know. I'm just speculating because she seemed to be flirting with him a little bit. And they kept kind of zooming in on him. He was good looking. The really big friend of Sharif's. I wonder how tall that dude is. Where am I at? Lisa's unsure if she should talk to Meredith, and I can't get out of that Meredith voice. Meredith's like, I don't want to talk to you. So in fairness to Meredith, and I rarely say that, Meredith's point was, why do you need to talk to me and try to apologize at this party if it's been 2 months since this happened? I get her point. If Lisa is truly going for a real friendship, Meredith actually has a point. Now, When the show comes in, I'm sorry, bitch, all bets are off. Meredith, you got to play by the rules. What I mean is, you don't have to accept her apology, but I'm going to need you to be a big girl and have a conversation with her about that. I'm going to need Stupid Hat Man off my screen. I don't need to see Seth ever. No, thank you. Let's see, where else? What else? Lisa talks to him. I don't expect you to forget. I can't do a Lisa impersonation. I'm going to have to work on that. I don't expect you to forget. I don't think that's right. I need more Diet Coke. All right. She doesn't expect him to forgive. She says that she doesn't think the things she said. She's very sorry. She regret all of it. She hasn't been sleeping. I might be naive. I might be a Lisa fan. I bought it when she teared up. I kind of get that. Like, when you actually believe in what you're saying, you get that emotion in your voice. It happens. So I kind of bought it. But I also understand why Meredith and Seth aren't exactly like, oh, sure, come on, let's tell you our deepest, darkest secrets. All good, no problem. Lisa thanks him for listening, and that's that. It was fine when the guys were having a touching moment. I never remember Lisa's husband's name, and I don't really care what it is. I find him just as boring as Seth. I'm good on that. I don't find him as annoying as Seth, just kind of boring. Although, Jay, if you're listening, maybe you could take notes. Lisa's husband follows her around, drives her to Sonic, and gives her Diet Coke whenever she wants it. Where's my Diet Coke? Aw, he's cutting me off from Diet Coke. Okay, so that was the highlights from the party. I still don't understand who threw this party, and I don't think it matters. It was funny when that person said, we haven't even had our housewarming party yet, and yet we're having a party for Sharif. It was a Harlem Nights party, and here's a funny story. I love that movie. I used to watch it all the time. I swear to God, I was trying to think when it came out. I need to look it up. It was probably, early 80s? And I was born in early 80s, so I was way too young to be watching that movie. But I remember my parents watching it, and so I would watch it a lot, and I came on HBO, and I always cracked up. You shot my pinky toe. I love that movie. Let's see. Where are we at? Next time... You guys, they're super excited to go to. Where are they going? Like some exotic place? No, they're going to Scottsdale. What? Why are we going to Scottsdale? They made it seem like it's because Jen can't go wherever because of all her court stuff. But I'm like, okay. You have to subject us to going to Scottsdale. No offense if anybody's from Scottsdale. I'm in Jacksonville. Nobody wants to see a trip to Jacksonville. It's boring as shit, but, and it's hot, so nobody wants to see it. Same to Scottsdale. Nobody wants to see it. It's boring as shit, and it's hot, I'm sure. Sorry. If you're from there, I'm sorry. No, but truly, what are we doing? Why are we going to Scottsdale? Where's the more interesting places? You're telling me we're working this whole thing around Jen? Really? So we're going to Scottsdale. They are having a garbage and trash whore lingerie party. Okay. GTWLP. Got it? Meredith brings up Lisa doing things to get Vita Tequila out. That is what I'm talking about. Give me more details on this. What are we talking? What is she doing? How can I sign up for that? I think I have a girl crush on Lisa. No, but seriously, what is she doing to get her Vita Tequila out? Wow. I know Meredith's pissed, and she's like, she's doing what I would do. I would sling mud right back, but that's an interesting accusation. I want to know more. Is she just pissy throwing out accusations, or is there actual stuff to back this up? Because I'm going to need all the details, and then we're going to need to talk about it for about 10 hours. So guys, you have homework. What's my homework? I'll tell you. I need you to get my comments, and I need you to write me some stories. I need to know, are you with me in terms of, do we like Lisa? Cheese stands alone? What's happening? Am I by myself here? Do we like, I'm so sorry. I confuse Whitney's name all the time. I want to call her everybody else. Let me try this again. Meredith. Do we like Meredith? I cannot stand Meredith. Do you feel the same way? Is it just me? Is it that voice? Do you miss me doing the impersonation of her voice? Because I'll do it. I'll do it until you write me a comment. Do you also want to punch the hat off Seth's head like I do? Because he drives me crazy. What else? Oh, what are your thoughts on Heather and Whitney? Are they actually headed for a feud, do you think? Do you think this is just like a pre-discussed, like, all right, here's the deal. If we want to keep our jobs, we better fight a little bit. I don't know. Like, where are they headed? Do you think that the rumor is true and Heather's gotten too big for her britches? I don't know what other. I sound like I'm a million, but you know where I'm going with that. Is that where we're going? You think? What are your thoughts? I want to know everything. And guys, thanks for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I know I tend to dip in and out of these. I kind of had a Bravo overload for a little bit. So we're going to take this an episode at a time. If you really want me to keep covering this, you leave me your comments. I'll read them. I'm not sure. I'll probably stick with a few episodes, see where we end up, and do our best. How about that? That's all I can promise you. I will do my best. But guys, I really appreciate you being here. I truly, truly do. You mean the whole wide world to me. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you. I really appreciate it. I'm not trying to get sappy, but I just want you to know I appreciate every single one of you. From my biggest videos to my smallest videos. It's because of you. It's because of you still watching me ramble on that I have this, and I thank you for that. It really, if I don't say it enough, I just want you to know each one of you means the world to me. I read all of your comments, the good ones, the bad ones, the pretty ones, the ugly ones. I read them all. So thank you all. Not the ones that leave the ugly ones, but everybody else, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Every comment really does mean the world to me. Again, I'm not trying to sell you crap. I'm just being real. If you want a book and you want to try a free thing on that Audible, try it. Use my code. You have to type in it exactly like this, and it gets me a free book too. That's the only reason I bring it up. If you're not into it, listen, I get it. I'm not that person. But anyway, guys, if you want more of my stuff, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's how you can further support the show, watch my breakdowns of Sex in the City, and I don't know. I keep going through these weird channel up and down. So I'm trying to grow. I'm trying everything I can, put out video on any kind of subject y'all want to talk about. So if you have something you want to talk about, please let me know in the comments. Tell your friends about me. Let's help this channel grow. I appreciate every one of you, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Please stay healthy. Stay safe, especially if you've been anywhere near the hurricane. Luckily, we are in North Florida, so we just got a shitload of rain. So that's it. But everybody else is in my thoughts and prayers. So, guys, take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.